Alright, I messed around with all these other I messed around with the preview driver for the past, I don't know, quite a few hours, having fun, testing out a little bit of Starfield, Cyberpunk, Hunter Call of the Wild. But now I want to just get into this Forspoken demo.
What's on the agenda today?
With
A little
FSR
white
3.
monster pummeling, perhaps?
Well, I don't have
That's
any
it.
spells. They're all on cooldown. Catch.
Yeah.
Trying to do a video here. Leave me alone.
Hell yeah! You were watching that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Alright,
Like a
now we
hawk.
can get into settings. FSR 3 and Forspoken. What do we gotta do? We gotta go to graphics. Maximum frame rate. I wish it was 144. But anyways, VSync's on. Screen mode, full screen. Confirm. I think we did it. But anyways, FSR 3. That's so cool. I am so happy with AMD. It is so cool that we can just come in here and play FSR 3 in a demo. I'm so glad Forspoken has a demo. But native image quality, no FSR, 49, 50 FPS. Looks good. But like another gamer said, you know, some of these games are just really heavy. So AMD recommends 60 FPS for a good frame generation experience. So let's put on quality with frame generation off. So this is quality with frame generation off. Let me test. There should be Crucible. Here we go. 3 seconds left. 2, 1. Let's do the fire. Notice how we went down to 53 frames per second there. It's a little heavy. So we're at 60 right there. Oh, also, streaming takes up like 10, 15 FPS, especially because I have enhanced filtering for the stream. So that's a little heavy and demanding. So because of the stream, I'm going to turn off the ray tracing. And I guess I'll keep everything the same. I just downloaded this morning to try, so I was really excited. But instead of 60 now we're at 6870 with my stream. With my stream off I'd probably be at 80.
Miserable.
It's definitely not the most
But
welcoming
here,
of
native resolution. No, quality. Here with quality and getting into fights and stuff, we're at 70, 68. I wasn't paying attention, I was fighting.
Come on, again!
But you want to maintain, before you turn on frame generation, you want to maintain
I'd imagine
60
you'll have it wrapped up pretty
FPS.
quickly.
So I mean, this is
no
running
sweat.
pretty good. 67 at the low point.
Uh-oh!
I need
Okay.
Crucible. There we go. What are we at? 62, 58, 61, 55. Yeah, that's a little bit low.
How are you feeling?
A whole lot better than
And
I
I
did a
don't know if
minute
the
ago.
demo has
Your
less
skills are
support
coming
maybe
along.
than the
Guess so,
actual
huh?
game. plus the stream's taking up some extra frames. So let's just put it to balanced. Let's try that one out. Oh wow, now we're at 84 FPS. There's an M in there. There's one.
There.
So now we're 70 FPS. 69, 71. There we go. With everything on screen. So we're not really dropping below 69, 64, a little bit there. 65. So that should be good. So balanced. So now we established the settings needed as far as standard settings as well as upscale settings to get a good 70 plus FPS, maybe 64 at a low. Now we can turn on frame generation. Boom, there we go. 138 FPS, 140. You always want your frame generation to be above 120. When frame generation's on, you want it to be 120 FPS or higher. And if frame generation's off and you're setting up your settings, you always want it to be above 60. But if you're running frame generation and the frame rate goes under 120, you need to lower your settings. But this looks good. I mean, this feels like 130 FPS. And after playing Cyberpunk with the driver level version, this is so much nicer. It looks great.
Yep. Woo. Gotcha.
The advantage is ours.
Wow, this is pretty cool. Aren't they dead yet? Let's see that tower there. I see a little bit of shimmering. But I mean, it looks good. And I'm sure it's going to get better over time as well. But yeah, I'm not noticing anything too bad that's I'd be like, oh man, I would never enable FSR. Looks pretty good.
Seems the brake hasn't taken hold too thoroughly yet.
This is more than enough. Thanks.
Now I don't know if this fog is from the demo or what. But it's definitely has an impact. Oh crap. What in the world was that? This is crazy, I don't know.
It does get a little dull being stuck to your wrist all day.
What
Hey,
is
look, I'm happy to
this?
swap. You can do the walking for once.
If you're ever irreversibly incapacitated, I
Yeah,
might consider
there's
it.
some bugs to be worked out, either in this demo or something. This is insane. So sometimes I can just not blame FSR 3, I can just blame the demo. But regardless of all that, where you're supposed to go, like right here, FSR sometimes kicks off frame generation. That's what's going on. Frame generation's turned off right now. They have some bugs and kinks to work out probably too. Yeah, frame generation just will not turn on right now. They say it limits itself when you're in a lot of motion, but something isn't right. Here, let's turn it off and back on again. There we go. This is native 4K. FSR's off. So this is what you would see if you did not have FSR. It's nice and smooth. Motion blur, I believe, is on. But there, 65 FPS. And just even FSR's upscaling ability, just quality by itself, just turning quality on, you'll notice the difference in the trees and different things here. As soon as I press escape, it'll go from native to quality in 3, 2, 1. There, quality just turned on. Looks great. Looks as good, if not better than 4K. Looks great. And as far as motion and movement, there's not really any shimmering anything. And I'm sure they're going to patch and fix things if they're broken. Even better. But right there, that's 85 FPS with quality on. And then we turn frame generation on. Boom. 136 FPS. 140. And it looks good.
Try not to get a foot stuck. You don't want to fall over.
And there
But
I
even
was
moving
thinking
fast
I'd
and
love for
stuff,
that
it
to
does look
happen.
good.
I wouldn't put it past you.
So I'm excited what they're going to do with upcoming patches, with the game. You know, they have to work out a lot of stuff with DLS frame generation as well in the beginning. They had to do a lot of things. There was a lot of
Something's
ghosting and
there.
artifacts.
What should we do?
Could pretend we didn't notice.
But just as it is, I could play the game just like this. The
worry,
upscaling
this'll be
alone
quick.
from FSR 3 is enough to make me happy. I mean, even ultra performance does not look as bad as regular FSR 2.1 or 2.2. And I'm cranked at 144 FPS solid right now. Now there is shimmering during movement.
I'm gonna say a party's worth. Let's dance.
But it's not too bad. Plus when you're fighting, you're not really paying attention to the trees and everything, you know? But yeah, during movement, going left and right, you can definitely tell it's ultra performance. But what I like the most is if you just want to go to a lookout and look out at the lookout, for the most part the image is pretty stable. There's a little bit over the trees there, like over her head right there, you see the trees, they're a little bit shimmering. And if I turn it to performance, I think that would disappear mostly. Yeah, mostly gone. What about quality?